Isaac, I mean, you've been around for a little while. I mean, how important was that one? How do you feel about the team's performance after picking up the week 1 win?
It was really, really fun. I felt like we had a dominant game on defense. They had a touchdown there on 4th down late in the second quarter, and it was just like, man, I like to say it's luck, but we just got to get off the field there, and I feel like we played a really good game all together.
How do you feel like you're fitting into your role this year?
Man, I love it. Just getting to be a leader out there and fly around and play fast. And coach really just let me play free and just execute and like we did today, have fun.
What do you think changed in the second half for you guys defensively?
Just that mindset. Getting the ball back to our offense and letting them, get some momentum going and go score. And, that's what happened there in the third quarter. We kept getting off the field for them and, they kept going down and scoring. So that's how we got to play complementary football and, we win a lot of games.
How do you feel like the Southern Miss's offense today kind of mirrored maybe what you guys prepared for in your film review?
It was a similar lot. Of course, first game, new head coach, new offensive coordinator. We didn't know what it was going into the game. So it's just preparing as much as we can and, falling back on our rules once we get here and, eventually executing it and, having fun and winning.
One of the bright spots of the defense today seemed to be the coverage and what you guys had in the back end, the defense and cornerback. I know you can't see it all back there, but what were you kind of noticing about what those guys were doing defensively today?
The defense plays as a whole. Our D-line did a great job today getting after the quarterback, making him get off his spot. And, for us, that helps us. D-line help us, and we help them by holding coverage long so they can get sacks and them getting after the quarterback so we can get interceptions and PBUs. So, it's just a whole unit. As a whole, the whole unit did good.
They had some success running the ball in the first half. What was the message at halftime to address that and then get those quick stops?
Just getting the D-line to get more pushback and, us linebackers just, flowing to the ball quicker and having good eyes and, reading our keys and just flying to the ball and knocking them down.
It looks like it made a difference in the second half, too, when you started bringing a linebacker up closer to the line of scrimmage or packing more in the middle. It seemed to take them totally out of their run game. Is that what you saw out there?
It was just based on calls. Coach Hustler called a great game, and it's up to us to go out there and execute his calls. And the second half we were executing a lot more than we did in the first half.
Film study is going to reveal a lot more than what you were able to see, but on the surface, what do you think are some things that you guys have to get better at this week before you take on Arizona State?
Just little technique things, communication. I feel like we executed a lot better than we have in the past, and just keep building on that execution and communicating out there on the field to each other. If it's just the littlest thing, just communicating to help someone else play faster beside you.
Coach Levy said that every defensive player that made the trip got a chance to play today. You've been in that situation before as a younger guy. What does that mean for the locker room and just kind of morale moving forward?
Just give them confidence, and it shows that everybody has a particular role, and you never know what your role is going to be. I'm sure some of those freshman guys thought they were going to come here and not get to play, but there in the fourth quarter when you get a chance to go out there, that's your time to prove to the coaches that they can trust you and that you're going to that the future's bright for you.
Just so late last year went on defense. How much of a confidence booster was this one?
It was great. It felt good because, as a whole, we had 8 sacks last year. Today we got a couple, so it was fun to see the quarterback scramble off the spot. Next week we'll have to do a lot better job of, securing that, and it's going to be fun. But it felt really good to see how dominant we were today as a defense.